off all these mugs again, clear it all up. I'll say it once again. If you don't like me that much, there's a barn at the side here. Step in it with me. Lock us in, and the best man will walk out, no holds barred. But again, a disclaimer, serious harm, can I care, or will I care? Pour that in your pipe and smoke it, tossers.
Oh, fucking twat.
Why have I got no... Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, sound. Oh, all right. I don't know. It always happens when I go live. My computers want updates. I only updated them last Friday, and now they go funny when you try and stream and they want an update. But anyway, yeah, right. We're in the building. James Jameson, Charlene. Right, happy Friday to you all. Anyway, right. Let's get this off the screen. Let's talk. Let's talk some boxing. Happy Friday to you all. Anyway, I'm glad you can hear me. That's the main thing. Right. I can't wait for this fight tomorrow. I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat. What's he put? Want to know why the bum said he will take out the trash because Fabio was right about what he said. Yeah, right. This my man's coming tomorrow to clean up the trash, and he's taking that belt back home with him. He's cleaning up Wardley, and he's taking that belt back with him. I mean, I don't know. This fight is... It's just an epic fight. I can always say, on paper, really, it is a 50-50 fight. I've had some great comments from people in my last video, what I did about this fight. Some people made some great comments, either side, and it really shows. I thought a couple of weeks, like last week and the build up to this fight, I thought the majority of people were going with Wardley, but it seems this week that it's swinging both ways. A lot of people are picking Dubois. Big Daniel will need an update after Fabio shuts his lights off. Why Dubois said he will take... Oh, sorry, I read that, yeah. He would have been a bin man, yeah. Daniel needs to put himself in the bin after taking an E after those interviews. I'm getting splinters. Yeah, me too, sweetheart. All the comments are just rinsing the bums. Fabio's going to stop triple knee in the second half. Daniel will have a heart failure again and again and again. Do you know what? It can, like I say, it can happen, but I don't think there's going to be a second half of the fight. The more I've been thinking about it, James. Bruce Gas, what's good with you, OG? Salute to you, buddy. Thanks for coming through. Hope you're well. I don't think there's going to be a second half. I'd be very surprised if this fight goes past 6 rounds. I know I've said 6 or 7 for Dubois, but I can't see this fight. I definitely can't see it going the distance, and I can't see it going the championship rounds. I really can't, because they just somewhat's got to give. What did the bums do for those ruthless comments to Pete? Comments. Do people just hate on him, or is that? I think a lot of people. I won't say a lot of people. It's just because he doesn't come across as a sharp tool, isn't he? You know, he's not really camera. He's not got the camera skills, has he? You know, like someone said to me in my comments, like the build-up's been boring, but looking forward to the fight. And I thought, well, to possible, yeah, because Dubois not really. He's not really talking like he said. I just need to shut. What did he say? I need to do what's necessary, and that's it. I don't want to talk anymore about it. And anyone taking odds on the bums taking a knee if he even it's possible? Yeah, I mean anything's possible. Daniel could be in the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz. He needs a heart too. Give over, ruthless Tyrone. What's good with you, man? Salute to you, Ty. Thanks for coming through. Triple D ain't for anyone with that much heart and will to win. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But then you flip the coin, Charlie. As Wardley fought anyone who can punch and jab as good as what Dubois can. This is what I mean. It makes it a mouthwater. To me, he's never been in with anyone who hits as hard as what Dubois hits. No way. I mean, Adelaide hits hard, but not like Dubois. No chance. Fabio mentioned that Dubois gets told what to say. Many people suspect that is the case. Probably, could be. I've disliked Daniel since he made remarks about Joyce's mother, the big stiff idiot. Yeah, that was a bit naughty, but that was a long time ago. He was a kid, wasn't he then? Fabio's a slight betting favourite. Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably is over here as well. To be honest, to be fair, I think Frank or someone told Dubois that made that rude comment. Could have been, yeah. You can't beat a man who won't be beat. Fabio is all the way. Has Fabio got the bum's head? No, I'm not playing into that, me. I'm not playing into that. I mean, I know Con Charles. He's a bit of a firework, isn't he, Don Charles? But Avatar, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, buddy. I'll read your comment in a second, but I think people are looking too much into that. I really do. I mean, look, if you think about it, right? Tell you what made me think about that people are looking too much into it. Look at the abuse what Jarrell Miller gave him. Jarrell Miller, but he basically when they had that press conference, definitely the first one, he couldn't even get a word in. Miller wouldn't let him get a word in, just overtalked him, said he was a bum, he was going to do this and do that. The only thing I can ever remember Dubois getting in was saying, I'm your daddy. That was it. And he never got faced. I don't know. I think people are just looking too much into me personally. What I've seen of Dubois, he looks laser focused. Avatars, but I was Triple D come into heavyweight. He's looking for an early KO with an extra £11. Yes, £10 extra might hurt the bums. Yeah, I think the bums did not understand what he said. Possibly. I mean, what was Dubois 250 something, and Wardley was 240. I did see it. I can't remember now. I'm sure Dubois was 257, something like that. That's a lot of weight for him, but I honestly don't see why people think Dubois gasses. I mean, he might slow down at some point, but he's not like a Joe Joyce or a Zile Zhang. I don't think so. And he's 3 years younger than Wardley. And he's a bigger bloke, as in like width wise. Wardley's not really a big heavyweight, is he? He's not small, but he's definitely not a big heavyweight, as in like structure, as in width wise. You know, Dubois' shoulders are massive, aren't they? He's got fucking massive legs as well. Laser focused, Loz. Daniel nearly took a knee at the weigh-in. Yeah, Wardley 241. All right. So he's only 11 pounds heavier. 11 pounds heavier than him. Which he is a lot. It's nearly a stone, isn't he? But it's not a lot. He is and he isn't. Personally, I would have liked to have seen him. Saying that though, I think that's a fair enough weight. Maybe 240 something early. Yeah, 241, same as Uzi. But I think that's not too heavy of a weight for Dubois because he's naturally fucking big, isn't he? Them shoulders must weigh a frigging good 8 stone each. Daniel Tukin, yeah, I read that. Daniel is the only fighter to take a knee before the fight by G-Man and Liam. I mean, like I say, I got a great comment off some guy today. I've never seen him before in my comment section. He left me a great comment saying he put an insight into both of these fighters, and his knowledge of how he was reading it was absolutely brilliant. People forget, like he said, Dubois is a dirty fighter, man. He can be dirty. You know, he uses his head and stuff like he did against Ergovic. But he can scrap on the inside. I just don't see Fabio. I just don't see. I just don't see. I can't see. Like I was listening to a good friend of mine. He did a video on this, and he was on about like if Wardley can move, don't fight fire with fire for the first half of the round. If Wardley can move, and then because he was saying like Dubois likes his fighters in front of him, which he does, and he was saying, but if Wardley can move and stay out them big punches for so long, Dubois gets frustrated, as we all know, and that's possibly why he has quit in the past. But I don't see Fabio Wardley as a mover. That's what I was thinking when he said it. I don't see Fabio. This is just my personal view of him. I'll read the chat and I say, I don't see Fabio Wardley as a mover. I see him as a come forward straight fighter who likes to throw bombs, hooks, and he can switch it and get his fighters out of there. I've never seen, we'll put it this way, I've never seen Fabio Wardley moving left to right using angles. To me, he's not that type of fighter. He's pretty much the same as Dubois, apart from Dubois uses the jab to set up the right hand and he throws a jab more. I don't know. Big Rick, what's good with you, buddy? Salute to you, my good man. Fabio the Ipswich Adonis lol. Yeah. Avatar, thanks for coming through, Rick. Wardley will be too fast for him, I think. Bit like Parker had come in heavy, 262, ran out of gas. That's a fair point. But you got to think, Parker made the mistake of trying to fight him, didn't he? Rather than staying on the outside using his jab. But you've got a fair point. Ed, what's good with you, man? Ed Skeptic, he's put Wardley and Triple D are doing what AJ and Fury should have done 10 years ago. Fury and AJ are fucking frauds. so scared of course curious of fighters of their own level. What a great comment. Yeah. Oh, I take my hat off to him, me, Ed. Absolutely, I do. This is a great fight, man. This is possibly like I was listening to Spencer Oliver on Talkshite. They were saying possibly best heavyweight fight since Bruno and Lewis, and I think it's gonna be. That, like you say, this fight. I take my hat off to both of them, and you have to take your hat off to Wardley, man, because Wardley fucking, he could have gone other ways, and he picked him. It's not like a mandatory fight where he's got to fight him. He picked him, and if you listen to Fabio says I'm always trying to test myself. That is the makings of a great fighter, man. And never take that away from Fabio. People must think I don't like Fabio. I do like him. I rate the guy. He's not a shit talker. He gets in the ring. He does what he needs to do. But I just don't see coming. I just don't. I mean, of course it can happen. Of course it can happen. The man's a big banger, for God's sake. And we all know Dubois has been down, but Dubois got a pretty good chin as well. He's better chin than what people give him credit for. But it's, for me, I don't know. I just, all as I see this fight tomorrow, right? I'll read the chat in a minute. Better read it now. Low blows. Dubois loves aiming low because he loves going low. Oh, come on, man. Low on his knees. You are ruthless. Let me read this chat because it's fucking jumping on me. Wardley, yeah, read that. Low, yeah, read that. Triple D does move his head. Doesn't move his head. He's easy to hit, but so does Wardley. Wardley don't move his head. I don't think so. I think Fabio Wardley. I think they're both as easy to get hit themselves because Fabio is got low hands, no head movement, throwing wide hooks. Dubois don't really move his head, low hands, but throws the jab and comes charging in like a bull in a china shop. Triple D early, Wardley late. Loz, do you think Dubois will take a knee? No, I don't. I don't. I think he might get knocked out. It's possible he could get knocked out, but I don't see him quitting, man. I don't think. For me, it's the frustration. I'll have to come back to that. Fabio's fairly accurate or just wild. Will aim for the eye. Yeah, I see a Hagler Hearns type of fight between Wardley and Dubois, just throwing bombs till one drops. Yes, me too. Me too. I see just like two fucking pit bulls on a lead, man, and they just get fucking just get let off the rope, and they're just gonna tomorrow. I can almost guarantee you tomorrow, if out of any of them who will try and get him out of there quick, will be Dubois. I think Dubois will just steamroll forward tomorrow, and I think Fabio will as well. But I think Fabio might be a little bit more cautious than Dubois, but I don't know, man. It's a reckless fight, like Ed said. They're going to be throwing bombs till someone gets dropped. Joe Sniff got stitched up by Bricktop and the Gypsies. Hit the like, guys. Support the channel. I'll salute to you, man. Thank you very much. Eldon, what's good with you, buddy? Salute to you, man. He's put Usyk up Wardley for a reason. Fabio's gonna get Triple D out of there in 4 rounds, is my bet. Fair play, man. Fair play. I appreciate that and respect your opinion as always, Eldon. Respect everyone's opinion. I don't know about Dubois' chin. It's weird. Fabio will weather the storm, early storm, and take Danny back into deep waters. Right, let me ask you a question then. Just say, for instance, then, Wardley's putting it on him, right? Sorry, Dubois putting it on him. What did you think when Justice Sooney put it on him? He looked like a kid lost it. He looked like a kid in a sweet shop. He looked like he didn't know which way to go. Justice Sooney can't bang for shit, man. I'm not saying he can't, like, but I don't know, mate. I don't know. I can't. Do you know what? Right, this is a fair enough. This is fair enough assessment to you and an answer to your question. I think if it's put on, I think if either fighter gets it put on them, I don't think possibly that any of them will come through the storm. Especially if it's if one of them fighters tomorrow gets clipped with a good punch and then the other one starts banging away. I don't know, man. I'd be lucky to see if anyone comes through it. Howard Foster is a nightmare, yeah. Oh, God, I hope he's not reffing tomorrow. Triple D probably having a party like last time, well. More likes Foreman and Ron Lyle. Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, same type of fight, isn't it? Yeah. Triple D, stiffer than Gary Glitter on Blue Peter. Yeah, ruthless, man. I want Wardley to win because I don't want to see a trilogy. Fair play. Chat, what's good with you, man? Salute to your buddies. Put, I big loss. I got Fabio by KO to me. He's the fresher of the two. Right, fair enough. Yes, I did read your comment yesterday, chat. It possibly could happen. That's what makes the headline of the. I'm not normally one for headlines of fights, but I think the headline of this fight, Don't Blink, I think you couldn't have picked a better headline for it because it's exactly what it is. It's Howard Foster. Oh, fucking hell, you're joking. It's Howard Foster. Oh, great. So we know something then is going to be happening because he's the most dodgiest fucking referee in British boxing. Great. So you know something's going to be. There'll be something with him. There's always something with Howard Foster. There's always something with Howard Foster. Great. And why do they give these incompetent referees big fights like this? Yeah, I know he's been around the block for a while, but the man's incompetent. He's shown it time and time and time after again. He's a sucker for stopping fights early. Don't get me wrong, I don't see fighters getting blasted out of there, but sometimes a fighter can take punishment and soak it up and then come back. And you stop the fight. So, oh God, wow. Why? Styles make fights, to be fair. Yeah, they absolutely do. Plus Triple D, too chinny. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. Wardley has been in deep waters and come through it. Triple D, on the other hand, has basically quit 3 times, but Triple D's faced better opponents. This is a hard call. What a great comment. What a fucking great comment. You couldn't say it any better, Ed. You couldn't say it any better. That's so fair, that is, man. What a great comment. You have to go with that. Daniel's fought way better fighters than him. But like you say, when it's been chucked on him, he has quit. Now, I mean, the Joe Joyce one, for me, I even though he stopped, that for me, he was a kid back then, and at the end of the day, he fractured his eye socket. But the 2 Usyk ones, there's no doubt that the man quit in them fights. No doubt. He got stopped off a jab in the first fight. Second fight, he got put down, got up, went shot, got 10 flags, and walked back to his corner. So it was bizarre behaviour, but through frustration, I think. Maybe more like Ruddock Morrison. Yeah, absolutely, Chet. That's a great fight, that, yeah. And everyone had Ruddock to win that. It's Howard Foster, Jesus. Bricktop has let Howard Foster out the spare room. Pissing times, but I want to see my favourite Fatty Miller fighting again. Miller, yeah. He just fought, didn't he, the other weekend? In a stinker. Howard Fraudster scored the first Usyk fight, 115, 130. What a load of shite. Kraftwerks, what's good with you, man? But what do you think about Ben Davidson's game plan? I've not heard it. I'm not really one for Ben Davison, but I've heard a lot of people like him, but I don't think he's as good as what he is, if you know what I mean. But that's just my opinion. Ed, great comment. Yeah, it was. He nearly quit versus Miller and Lorena. Yeah, he did. But that Miller fight made him. I think, right, as we all say, right, this is my honest opinion. I keep saying it. On paper, this is a 50-50 fight. It's like Ed just said about Daniel fighting better competition, but Fabio's been in more deeper waters and come through it. You know, Daniel's known for gets frustrated. He throws his toys out the pram. But then again, Wardley's never faced anyone like Daniel Dubois. Never. Like that guy who made that comment today to me saying, you know, I still have to say it how it is. For me, the Justice Union was bullshit. It was bullshit because he got up at 10. He got up at 9, sorry. Didn't wobble. The ref didn't say, pull him here, bring me to him, come towards me. Didn't do anything. He got up at 9 and he was waving it off when he was getting up. So that was bullshit, man. Justice Uni walked off. Justice Uni wasn't wobbling everywhere and all over the show. The man got up like he just got out of bed. He got knocked down, got straight back up. Wasn't wobbling, wasn't hurt. And he stopped the fight. Now, the Parker fight, that's controversial, isn't it? Some people say it should have been stopped because he wasn't throwing back and no one wants to see him get hurt. But when I listened to the interview with Joseph Parker and Yarn, Ariel Yarny, whatever he's called, the Canadian dude, he said that was he was trying duck and dive and hoping that Wardley would blow himself out, and then he was just about pounce on him. And the ref stopped the fight. 3 of the last 5 punches didn't even connect. Or was it 4 of the last? I don't know. So I don't know. It's just swings and roundabouts. I just think now, for me personally, I just think Fabio's just relying too much on his power and his chin. And I think if that's just the feeling I get, and I think if that's what he's thinking about, that's possibly one of the most daftest things you could do, because Dubois hits like a fucking train, man. He's up there as one of the hardest hitters in the heavyweight division. Don't get me wrong, so's Fabio Wardley. They've both got ramrod right fucking hands. I don't know, man. It comes down to who wants it the most, I think. He nearly quit against Miller, yeah, Triple D folded 48 hours before Joe Smith. Yeah, he did. Or Miller maybe didn't give Dubois a good reason to go down. Yeah, well, Miller's not a massive puncher, is he? But the thing with Miller, it's as we all know, he's relentless punches and pressure. That's how he breaks his opponents down. Bad stoppage against Joe Smith. Yeah, it was. I think both of them were bullshit. But I don't blame Fabio Wardley one bit. It's not Fabio's fault. He's done what he's got to do, hasn't he? You can only beat what's in front of you. It's controversial refereeing, especially that Justice Uni fight. Well, no, both of them. That's just my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. I just think both of them were controversial. Why does Frank Warren get pissed when he's asked proof of Dubois' issue, such as pulling out of the. I know, yeah. Well, the thing is, the thing, what it is now, Random Don, with them, because they spun a yard over us, they just think now that people forget shit like that, but we don't. Because the proof's in the pudding. The illness was never proved. No one ever named the doctors. No one ever proved where he went missing for 27 days. But it's all in the past, so they think you forget it. You know, I was pissed off with Dubois over that. Because end of the day, Parker deserved that title shot and ended up losing before he got a title shot. Which I thought was wrong, man, because, that same with Jack Catterall, chasing around fucking Josh Taylor for years and years, should have been fighting for world title. And then before he got a chance to fight for a world title, he got beat. Because he spent 2 years trying to recreate the fight with Josh Taylor. In a way, I can understand that, yeah. But you should have walked away. You wasted 2 of your prime years. And that's a lot in boxing. I think so. Because a lot can happen in 2 years in boxing. Especially if you're not an active fighter. So, I don't know who punches harder. I would say 50-50, both same. I would say Dubois and Wardley have both got same power. Well, I got 50 quid on Wardley, even though I'm in no way confident he will win. Just randomly pick Wardley. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, buddy. I'm betting on Fabio stopping 7-8. Right, okay. Wardley, agile and athletic. He's got to move and box for the first 4 rounds, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, Avatar. I don't see Wardley as a mover. I don't see. I've never seen Wardley as a mover. I see Wardley as a come forward fighter who just fucking throws hooks. And if he gets it, he turns it up a gear. Nathan, who can ever remember the Nathan Gorman fight? Sticking it on Wardley. And when he got cut, he went berserk, didn't he? And then blew him out of there. I don't know. It just makes for a good fight tomorrow. I personally think people are saying Daniel's going to quit. I think Wardley's got in his head. Excuse me. I don't think he has. He might have got in Don Charles' head. I don't think he's got in Dubois' head. We're going to see. We're going to see. What is that medicine, Frank? Surely you should know. The illness. Exactly. They said they were going to name the illness and they never did. Con Charles said it on Box Nation. I watched the interview. Parker had a lot of bad luck the last years. Yeah, he has. I'm gutted because I'm a massive fan of Joseph Parker, man. I think he's a great fighter, Parker. Went off him when he was fighting the likes of like Junior Farr and fucking Derek Chisora and that. I went off him because I thought you're wasting years, Parker. But then he went on that great run and then fucking ended up fighting Fabio Wardley as a warm-up fight because he got stitched up on his title fight. And that's only the same thing what I think is going to happen to Ajit Kabayel. I don't think I think somewhere down the line he will get a shot. He has to get a shot because the boxing fans are putting pressure on him. But it won't be in any... Put it this way. Bricktop, if you know Bricktop's fucking resume, he has his favourite fighters. And Bricktop ain't in no rush for the likes of people like Kabayel. I'll tell you 2 reasons why. 1, because he's a threat to any of Bricktop's fighters, even though Bricktop's pretty much got all the heavyweights, if not got them all. Number 2, Kabayel's not a massive seller. Might be in Germany, but he only sold out an arena of 13,000. That's peanuts compared to over here when you're selling out stadiums at what are 60,000, 20,000, 100,000 like Wembley. 13,000's nothing. And do you think Frank really wants to be taking boxing to Germany? He might do some good fights over there because the Germans like the boxing, but it's not on par with boxing over here. Absolutely not, it's not. And that's why I think he's in no rush for fucking put Caballero on any heavyweight title show. I don't know, I could be wrong. What do you lot think? What's Daniel's KO ratio was? I bet it's above. I think they've both got 95% knockout ratio. Swear I heard that. 40 years of boxing, I can usually predict a fight, but this one I generally got fluxed. Yeah, man, yeah. Jumped on me. Yeah. So, yeah. What's the undercard? I don't know. I haven't even bothered looking at the undercard. Triple D will use the dark arts. Yeah. Both 95% ratio. Both turn pro on the same day. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. 95. That can't be right. Bricktop's undefeated in 50 years. Yeah. Caballero has been parked like an old classic car. What a great comment, Avatar. He has, buddy. He has. He most definitely. Well, you only have to look at Joseph Parker. Why Parker is still with Bricktop, I have no fucking clue. I can't work that one out. Now, I did see something come up, but I didn't read it. I did see something come up on one of my Google cards. It was my team made a mistake. It was talking about this cocaine thing, but I didn't even bother reading it. I couldn't be asked. Just both 95%. Wow, I'm actually surprised at that. Parker's been a silent man, possibly. Yeah, it could be. Bricktop was unable to shoulder roll the Mike Tyson up. Yeah. So, I'm going to come back to this anyway because I've got a few other things I want to talk about. I'm going to come back to that before I get up out of here. Right. Quickly. Did any of you see what a great fight this was? Inoue and Nakatani. Is it Jinsu Nakatani? What a great fight. Shame that the Nakatani got a cut eye, clash of heads. He had a great round 9, or was it round 10, and then he was basically surviving for the last 2 rounds. But I tell you what, that kid's one to look out for, man. He gave Inoue some good problems in that fight. Should have let his hands go a little bit early for me. Came on a bit too late, but got a cut eye, man, and it absolutely ruined the fight because he wasn't able to see out of his eye properly, and Inoue was just aiming for the eye, and he had all blood pissing in his face. Yeah, he did. He started way too slow, didn't he, Ed? But then when his little engine got going, his little 2-stroke engine, he was fucking hell. He had a great round. Inoue very quick. Yeah, but I think that started to show. I've never seen Inoue put on the back rope like that. It's normally Inoue putting everyone else on back rope. That round 9 and round 10, he had great rounds. Then got a cut eye. And then that was it. He's basically fighting for survival. Gonna be tough night for Triple D on Saturday, lol. Yeah. If you ain't... Fish Eye's got all them heavyweights in the stable. Yeah, he has. Parker being... Yeah, read that. Bricktop morphed into a true devil from the Tyson shite. Yeah. If you ain't a US or UK boxer with a big mouth, then promoters show no interest in Eastern Bloc fighters. Just don't sell tickets because of the language barrier. Right, I'm going to tell you a story now. Believe me or believe me not. I've told you, haven't I, there's a lad at my gym, Rastaman Rich, right? His son, Rampton, I've shown you a picture of him before on video. He was on the Joe Joyce undercard in Manchester. Was it a couple of years ago? Anyway, I don't know what's happened, but I think he's had a couple of injuries or something. But he's been out. He's never fought since that fight. He fights for Queensberry, and this is God's honest truth now. God's honest truth. He fights for Queensberry, right? He's not had a fight since he was on the undercard. He's had one professional fight when he turned pro. He's right. He was on the Yoka undercard. No, he was on an undercard. They took him off it. He was on the Lawrence Okoli Yoka card to fight in Paris. He got took off it. They put him on this undercard and they took him off it. And when I spoke to his dad yesterday, Rich, this is on my mother's life. I'm not telling you a lie now. I've shown you Rampton before. He's called Rambo Ramp. I can't think of his fucking last name, but I'm mates with his dad on Facebook. There you go. There's his son, leaving no stone unturned, ready to show on May the 9th. That's his son, Rampton, there. That's my mate's son. He was on the undercard. They took him off. There's Rampton. They took him off. Took him off the undercard. Three undercards he's been on now, and they took him off. And that's Queensberry. And when I spoke to Richie says the matchmaker thinks it's because he didn't sell enough tickets. Yeah, Richie reckons he sold over 10 grand's worth of tickets, and they took him off it. He says he's got no one looking out for him at Matchroom. And he said Tony Sims trains him, even though Tony Sims is a Matchroom trainer. Tony Sims trains him, and he says he's going to have a word. Did he say with Matchroom or someone? He's going to have a word with him, but no one's looking out for him. So it just goes to show what Ed's just said about Eastern European fighters, and like going back to Caballel. Caballel ain't no big draw over here, even though us Brits know who he is. But taking a fighter to Germany who's selling 13,000, that's not big. That's not big. It might be to Germany, but not over here. Not when you're selling out 60,000 seater stadiums and 100,000 seater stadiums. Do you know what I mean? It could be like Ed just said it. It's if your face fits, man. Read that. Oh, my man, you are a good bloke. I'll salute to you. Let me give you a wrench. Loves you the man. Let me give you a wrench. Don't know what's going on here. Add as a moderator. Salute to you, buddy. Thank you. Big Rick, but we need the rematch, Loz, and Inoue Nakatani. Yeah, it was a great fight, wasn't it, Big Rick? Great fight, man. Yeah, defo. Fabio has a better Arsenal, Loz. Get out of here. Need more boxing promoters. What weight, Loz? Super middleweight he is. Super middleweight, Rampton is. I thought he was super middleweight and then he moved up to light heavyweight. But then when he fought on his first fight, I can't think of the fight what he was on. He was on the Joe Joyce undercard at the O2 a couple of years ago. Let me see if I can find his Instagram. Here he is. Yeah, Rambo. Here he is. I'm not mates with him. I'm just mates with his dad. But yeah, he's got all his fight. Yeah, there you go. He's on the undercard. Don't blink. Put him on the undercard. He was on the undercard of the Queensberry fight and they took him off. And Richie thinks because they matched him, he was supposed to be on the Tony Yoka Okoli undercard and they took him off. And then he thought, well, it's better because they put him on this Don't Blink undercard. So obviously he doesn't have to go to Paris. So he wasn't asked. They put him on the undercard of this Dubois fight, and then they took him off. And Richie was telling me that was it. He was saying they've got 3 fucking Uzbeks on there. But what he was saying, Wardley is part promoting this Don't Blink fight, and he reckons it was. Did he say? I can't remember. I'd have to ask him. He said something about he's not sure if it was one of Wardley's team members took him off, and they put an Uzbek on. Not an Uzbek. They put one of his fighters on instead because Wardley's got part promotion in this fight. That's what he was telling me. So Rampton got took off, and Wardley's promotion they put one of his fighters on. But Richie was saying they've got 3 Uzbekistanis on the undercard. So why is Rampton not? That's what Richie's kicking off about. Why has Rampton been taken off? Yet they've got 3 Uzbeks. Uzbeks don't sell over here. I know they're good fighters, but like you say, why has he been taken off? I don't know, he's crazy, man. Bad promotion, yeah, it is, yeah. The promoter's job to sell the tickets, yeah. Well, Richie was saying he sold about 80 odd tickets, and it might have come up to about 10 grand, but they took him off it because apparently he's not sold enough tickets, something like that. But he was saying he thinks it's Wardley's promotion of took him off it, and Fabio Wardley's put one of his fighters on instead. Yet they've got 3 fucking Uzbeks on there. Why not keep the Brit on? Foot one of the Uzbeks off and keep the Brit on. Anyway, there's future great, even Asia, yeah, even more than Manny. Anyway, he's awesome, man. I love him. Great. Does one more fight. Anyway, holds the world record for the most title defences in boxing. Yeah, crazy. Definitely need to see a Nakatani fight. Right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about David Benavidez. What a fucking fight, man. Now, go back and watch my video Sunday morning. I didn't stay up for this fight. I watched the fight Sunday morning. My analysis of this fight when I was watching it was, is it me, Loz, or is this crazy to think that I would like to see David Benavidez go up to heavyweight? Now, I said it in my video. I didn't know at the time, this is hand on heart, I didn't know at the time that Turkey had made a comment saying he wants to see Benavidez versus Usyk. I never thought about who he could fight. I just thought to myself, I've seen this guy go up to light heavyweight and sort of struggle at I wouldn't say struggle, but I don't know, his power didn't seem to be there at light heavyweight. I'm watching him at cruiserweight and he looks so much better at cruiserweight than what he does light heavyweight. He looks so... I know it's Zardo. Some people don't rate Zardo. I rate him. I think he's a good fighter. He's only been fucking beat twice, man. Benavidez was the first guy to put him on the floor in 15 years. He last hit the floor in 2011. That's some fucking going, that, man. 15 years and you never touched the canvas. But anyway, putting that aside, I am going to read the comments, please believe me. Putting that aside, I was watching the fight and I was thinking, man, Benavidez looks fucking mint. I can honestly see him going up to heavyweight. Now, I'm not saying he's going to beat all these people. I'm not saying that. But I listened to Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez in the week with Max Kellerman, that bellwith, and the American footballer, the black guy. And Devin Haney was saying, well, I believe he could go up to heavyweight because he's a big dude. And the more weights he goes up, the better he looks. And I thought, what a fucking great point. I honestly believe. I mean, I think Benavidez could cause some serious problems up at heavyweight. I do. I really do. The man's a fucking animal. He's got lightning fast hands. Fuck it, who sees them 7, 8, 9 punch combinations? Who's doing that? But Benavidez is still doing it from middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight. I don't know. Let's read what they say. Does anyone rehydrate? Oh, I don't know. One more fight. Yeah, I read that. Is a new way the future the greatest Asian fighter, even more than Manny? It's gonna be It's gotta be. Yeah, but the thing with a new way, I think a new. What's going on here? Oh, he's doing what he normally does. Kicked me out. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can still hear me. It does this all. It does it, like I say, because it wants an update, so it's just playing funny buggers now. Can you still hear me? I need to read the comments, man. How can he get this name out there if promoters won't put him on the undercard? Horrible management laws. He should speak to Dana. Yeah, Dana, yeah. That there is a step too far. Only Turkey asked Usyk versus Benavidez. Yeah, right. I'm going to come back to that, Random Don. Step too far. Usyk would punch his head off. Benavidez could get up to heavyweight, but it would take a year or two to fill out. Usyk will be in his 40s by then, probably way past it and retired. Yeah, Joe Louis had like 23 title defenses. Awesome. He could fight at light heavy. He could fight at light heavy. He could. Would Benavidez cope with the weight difference? I think he could. 25 like Lewis. Yeah, we can hear you. All good, Loz. All right. Yeah, we can hear you, mate. Yeah, still here. Right. I tell you why. tell you why. I tell you what. I tell you why then, right? Why I think Benavidez could move up. There's certain fighters, right? And I think this now. I was going to do a video on this, but I didn't know how to explain it. So I'm going to try my best to explain it now. I'll read your comment in a minute, James. There's certain fighters now, and I'm going to put them towards cars. And what I mean by this, right? You've got your fast performance cars, like your Ferraris, your Lamborghinis, and all this shit. Now, bear with me here, because it's a bit crazy. But now you've got these hypercars, your Bugattis, your Paganis, and your Koenigseggs and shit like that, right? Now in boxing, I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking there's certain fighters, only a very small handful of fighters what are at. Well, Terence Bud Crawford is one. There's only a small handful of fighters who I think are hyper fighters. And the reason why I'm calling them hyper fighters because I think the levels above elite fighters. I think the fighters what are willing to push themselves to the next level, i.e., Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford has shown you, right? No one expected him to jump from 154 to 168, yet not so long before he was fighting at 147. Bud Crawford did it. He jumped straight to 154 to 168. He jumped 2 divisions. I believe, right, and this is just a crazy analysis, but this is what I believe. I believe, right, if Bud Crawford was offered a fight at light heavyweight, I think he would take it. I think Bud Crawford. I watched him walking around Tokyo the other day, and he was on about life's good. They want me to come back and all this. I believe Bud Crawford would have a fight at light heavyweight. And I think David Benavidez is a very similar guy to Bud Crawford. If you listen to him on his interviews, he says all the time, people doubt me all the time. And the only way I can prove them wrong is by pushing the barriers. And I believe Benavidez is that type of fighter. I believe he's a hyper fighter. I believe he would go to heavyweight because I think he looks comfortable. Now, £200 is cruiserweight. What would he have to get up to be an heavyweight? 220? That's very light for a heavyweight. So you have to gain another £20. But Benavidez, to me, when I look at him, he's got the height, he's got the bone density, and he's got the structure. I believe David Benavidez would be a serious problem at heavyweight. I don't want to see, like Devin Haney said, I don't want to see Benavidez go down now to 168 and fight Canelo, I don't really want to see him go down to 175. Or is it 174? I believe Benavidez could go on. Now you probably think I'm crazy. But why not? Why not? Roy Jones Jr. did it. He went all the way from middleweight all the way up to heavyweight. And he did that years ago in the 90s. And early 2000s. Let me see what you're saying. All good, lads. I read that, yeah. The Gooners be a bad night for Triple D. Gooners. Pissy. Goat contenders. Bud could be a pound for pound number one if he didn't retire. Exactly. Mike Tyson, £220. Holyfield. Ed, that's what I was thinking as well. They're 90s heavyweights. That's the weight of the 90s heavyweights. It's only like in bodybuilding now, right? Back in the 90s, back in the 80s, most bodybuilders were like 14, 15 stone, 16 stone maybe. And then in the early 90s, Dorian Yates blew it all away, coming in at like 18 stone. The mass monster, Dorian Yates, set records because no one had seen bodybuilders that big. And then now when you look at today's bodybuilders, they're fucking freaks of nature. They're coming in at 20 odd stone, 22, 23 stone. They're ridiculously big. But that's what I'm saying. Boundaries get broken. I think Benavidez 220, 225 is a 90s heavyweight. That's the weight of a 90s heavyweight. I believe Benavidez. I honestly believe Benavidez is a serious problem, man. And I believe he has got the knowledge and the greatness in him. I think that kid could go up there and cause some serious trouble. Now, it all comes back to, could he take the punch? Because, these heavyweights are a lot bigger than him. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Moses Ntoma, David Benavidez. Rick, he's very similar as in size and width and height as Moses. David Benavidez is a big dude, man. He's not massive. He's not massive, dude. I'm not saying he's massive. But Moses isn't exactly a big heavyweight, is he? That's a great fight, that, Rick. That's a great fight, by the way. Moses Ntoma v. David Benavidez. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's certain fighters, man, who are just beyond great. They're not elite. They're better than elite. They're the next level up elite. The freaks of nature. And I believe Benavidez is one of them. Man, that guy, listen, right, I know it's crazy now. He fucking wipes the floor with Jaya Bhatia. He destroys Jaya Bhatia. I watched Outlaw's video the other day. I didn't comment on it, but I totally agreed with what Outlaw said. And it's not because I'm hanging out the back of Outlaw, because he's my buddy. I appreciate his knowledge of boxing, and I thought to myself, I totally agree. Now, people are going to say, yeah, but Zardo ducked Jaya Patai. He probably did, but he didn't duck David Benavidez. Did he not duck Benavidez because he thought Benavidez would be an easy pick? Possibly, I don't know. But he didn't pick fucking Benavidez. He didn't duck Benavidez, and he got fucked up, man. He got fucked up. Absolutely fucked up. Zardo threw a few good punches. They did nothing to Benavidez. They did nothing to him. I think Benavidez destroys Jaya Bataya. I think he's too good for him. Too much speed, too much skill, combinations, body shots. Benavidez has got everything. I'm a massive fan of him now. I've always liked him, but I've never really been a massive fan of him. But he's showing me, Benavidez, is that he's willing to break them boundaries, man. You only have to listen to his interviews. The heavyweight champion, Fasty Sands, and good footwork. I don't know who that is. Special fighter, yeah. Mass Monster, love that anesthetics, yeah. Moses would badly hurt Benavidez, too powerful, believe it. See, I don't think so, man. Don't get me wrong, he could. Of course he could, yeah. But everyone said that about Canelo Alvarez with Bud Crawford. Oh, he's too big. There's leagues for a reason. Yeah, there is leagues for a reason, Avatar. But sometimes you get a freak fighter. Like I said, there's only a handful of them. Maybe Devin Haney might be the next one. Because Haney's always with. As much as Devin Haney can be a tool, and it's not even so much Devin Haney, it's his followers and his dad's a prick. But Devin Haney, I have to take my hat off to Devin Haney. Devin Haney is always willing to push it to the next barrier. Not like Benavidez or... Well, I suppose he is, because he keeps moving up and he keeps winning world titles. It can be done, man. I've seen it in boxing happen before, where a fighter's come up, he's a massive underdog, people are going to say he's all to get beat, and he ends up winning. It can be done. It can be done. And I believe Benavidez, I really, truly believe that Benavidez could be a serious, serious problem at the heavyweight division. Because just of how good he is, the man is a fucking great fighter, man. I appreciate Benavidez. I think his ring IQ is awesome. Moses, yeah, would like an extra weight slow him down? Could he take a true heavyweight punch? Maybe, James. This is what I'm saying. We'll never know, buddy. But I don't know. I'll get. People probably think, yeah, you're talking absolute whack loss. Maybe I am. Maybe I am, but that's just my humble opinion. I believe that David Benavidez could go up to heavyweight. Like I said, I'm not saying he's going to beat all these heavyweights. I never said that. But I do believe he could hold his own and possibly be a big problem. Put it this way, I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I don't know. Roy, what's good with you, man? He's put Benavidez would destroy Moses. He would be a handful for her. There you go. Someone else is on my wavelength. That's the beauty of this sport, and that's the beauty of this channel. We've all got our own opinions. What I'm saying to one of you in the chat might be absolute talking out my arse and dog shit, and then to someone else it might be, yeah, you might have a point. But then what you say to me, I might think is dog shit, or you've got a point. It's just the way it is. Do you know what I mean? I like everyone's opinion, and I appreciate and respect everyone's opinion. And I'm never sit up here saying, oh, I'm right. And you know what I mean? I ain't like that. I'm not like that in real life. I'm always willing to listen to other people. But I also like to get my own point across. So, Roy, I agree. I don't know. I just don't want to jump ahead of myself. He might manhandle a 6'3" guy, but that's about it. Natural heavyweights should hold more power laws. Yes, they should. They should. But Benavidez is stopping cruiserweights, and he's a fucking middleweight. Or is he super middleweight? I don't. Yeah, he never fought it. Did Benavidez fight? I can't remember. I know he definitely fought at. Yeah, he did. He fought it. He fought at middleweight, didn't he? Benavidez would spar heavyweights regularly. Yeah, Mike, what's good with you, buddy? Hope you well, Mike. If he does, he'd be a great. If he does, he'd be an all-time great. Lost. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at Little Inoue. Inoue's another one. There's another great example of a hyper fighter. Another one who pushes himself. Manny Pacquiao. There's them type of fighters, man. But in this modern days boxing, for me anyway, this is my opinion. In this modern day boxing, there's too many boxers now just want that. They don't care about the belts. There's only a small handful of fighters who are willing to take that risk, and that's Devin Haney. Got to give Devin Haney credit, man. He's all about the belts. Benavidez, Inoue, fights like that. Alexander Usyk. Even though Usyk's playing some BS now, but at least he's done it. Do you know what I mean? No one would ever think. Well, let's look at Alexander Usyk in the amateurs. He fought at light heavyweight. Look at Sean Porter. He fought at light heavyweight in the amateur days. He ended up fighting at fucking welterweight. So I don't know, man. He's crazy. I think he could. Big Tony Bellew, go. I'm not on the Moses bandwagon yet. I need to see him fight a true contender instead of bean cans or journeyman. Yeah, that's a fair enough point. I'm on board with him now, Ed, because I do agree with you. I need to see more from him, but I'm on board with Moses now because I've seen what he did to Franklin. He dispatched to Franklin with so much ease. Yeah, a lot of people don't think Franklin's that good, but I rated him a good journeyman, I would say. Benavidez needs to step it up big time. Benavidez, I disagree there, Avatar, because Benavidez wants these fights. He said he wants Jaya Bataille. He said he wants Bivol. He said he'll fight Artur Beterbiev. He's willing to go back down or fight Jaya. But he did say, I'm not fighting for no Duff Zuffa belt. I've seen that, so that fight might not happen. I don't know. Benavidez is a problem, man. That boy's a problem, a serious problem. Excuse me. I think he wipes the floor with Jaya Bataille. I do. I honestly do. I'm not too convinced on Jaya Bataille, and I'll tell you the reason why. What's his best fight? That Marius Bradus, or whatever he was called, Bradus. And look what Bradus did to him. Don't get me wrong, he fucked Bradus up in both fights. But Bradus had his face looking like he'd been ran over. Apart from that, I've only ever seen him fight bean cans. Is that harsh? Possibly. He's obviously a talented fighter. I'm not saying he's dog shit, because he isn't. He's a great fighter. Yes, I want to see the Jaya Bataille fight. But you go into Zuffa, Zardo gonna. I don't know about Zardo, but David Benavidez said he won't fight for no Zuffa belt. He don't want no Zuffa belt. So you need to drop Dana White and come out and fight him, or you stay there on your own. Jaya Bataille has sort of created this problem himself. Yeah, he's moaned and bitched that he can't get fights and all that. Why did you sign with Zuffa? Why? No one's gonna, not saying no one's gonna fight you, but Zuffa, that belt has got no prestige at this moment in time. It might do at some point, but at this moment in time, it don't mean shit. And Benavidez is all about the belts. So you're sort of stuck on your own island. You need to come away from Zuffa, or you should have retained fought your mandatory for the IBF. I don't know, man. Benavidez knocked out Yard. Yeah, he did. Benavidez says he don't think he can beat Usyk. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't even mentioned Usyk. I only put that picture together because when I said Sunday morning I think he could go up to heavyweight, I found out that Turki Al-Sheikh had been tweeting saying that he wants Usyk to fight. He wants Benavidez to fight Usyk because he thinks it's a great fight. I've never said anything of that. I just said on my video on Sunday morning, I believe Benavidez could go up at heavyweight. That's all I said. Jair has broken 3 jaws in a row, but his skill set ain't the best. He's a knockout merchant. Yeah, he is. But I've got to admit, though, a lot of them have been bums. That's harsh, but that's just my opinion. Look at his box rec. Put it this way. Benavidez has been fighting better opponents, and that's a fact. That is a fact. Volstick, Yard, Zardo, and other people. You know, Volstick, former champion, the guy who stopped Donnie Stevens, former fucking WBC light heavyweight champion. He was unbeaten for ages at one point, or unstoppable for a while. Come out of the Kronks gym. So I don't know. Obatiah has the look of a fighter. Looks like he'll fight anyone, but really he hasn't done much. That's a fair assessment. That's what I'll go with, without sounding too harsh. I don't like calling fighters bums. So I'm not calling him a bum. I'm saying fighting bums. But yeah, I agree with that. And the Gooners used to say, "Good day." I'm buzzing for tomorrow now, Loz. Yeah, me too. Usyk Crawford are cleaning out divisions. That's why that's what you need to do to stand out. Obatiah hasn't done that yet. Ed, that's what I'm saying, buddy. Usyk, a new way. Bud Crawford. They're showing you how it's done. And I believe Benavidez is the next one. Yes, Chris Billing-Smith is that supposed to be Billy Acoli was a favourite. Oh, give over. Right, let's come back to this then. I've got so much to talk about, but I ain't got time. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I've seen this today on has anyone seen that video going around on YouTube? Joshua and Tyson Fury playing fucking, still talking about fighting each other. And then Usyk comes in and says, "You're both a pair of sausages or something." Had me laughing. AI's dangerous, man. Right, so let's talk about this then, before I go. It's a shame because I have got other fights I want to talk about, but I just haven't got time. Can save them for next week. But May's a stat month. Shirad's fighting as well soon. Yeah, tomorrow. So my predictions. I think the bin man's coming to clean up. He's coming to clean up that trash and take that belt home with him. I don't think he's phased one bit by Fabio Wardley. I don't believe Fabio's got under his skin. I think it's a great fight and may the best man win. That's all I can say. Looks like Barry McGuigan. what what the fuck you mean? Before you go, you ain't going anywhere. Johnson, you dusty arse ninja. Turn up at proper time, mate. I've been on this 1 hour 16 minutes, mofo. Mr. Johnson, 50 quid on Wardley, come on. Yeah, it's a great fight. Hope you're well anyway, Mike. I need to catch up with you, man. I haven't spoke to you for a time. But I hope you're well, Mike. This is preferably fight of the year. It's got to be fight of the year, this. It's got to be. I just hope it lives up to the hype, man. James Dickinson, salute to you, man, from across the border. Big up, Loz. Big up to you, my good man. I hope you're well. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate that, James. It's got to be best fight of the year. It's got to be. This is best fight. And it shows, really, if you think about it, it shows, really, if the bit of pressure from the boxing fans put on these promoters, sometimes they might throw... Because this is what Frank Warren should be doing this more regularly, because he owns 90% of the frigging heavyweight division. So there's no bullshit about, oh, we can't fight because he's on that platform and he's on that platform, or we don't get on with them. Do you know what I mean? You own 90% of the heavyweights, Frank. So you should be making these fighters fight more often. Don't get you wrong. It just goes to show you don't need Turkey all the way, because you've got the heavyweight roster on lockdown. So you can earn your own money by making these fighters fight. Do eliminators. You know, it should be the winner of this. It should be, you've got Caballero. Riddle it somehow with Caballero. That Caballero fights the winner of Usyk in this bullshit kickboxing fight. Caballero fights the winner. The winner of Triple D and Wardley fights the winner of Caballero and Usyk. That's how you do it. And then chuck a few other fighters in as the build-up eliminators. Chuck Joseph Parker in. Joseph Parker versus someone. You know, that's how you do it, man. Joseph Parker fights the winner of them. That's how it needs to be done. Are you still going live if you can? Charlene, I don't know what's happening, sweetheart. He's been telling me all week, oh, I'm going with mates watch it. He come in last Saturday and told me, I'm going with mates, we're watching it. And then he comes home from college tonight and then he tells me, I'm not sure if I'm going with mates now. It's like, you do this every time you tell me you're going out and then you don't end up going out. So, I don't know, sweetheart, but I'll definitely be live after the fight. Definite. I want to go live for it, but I feel tight just leaving him in there watching it. Do you know what I mean? But it just peed me off a bit, to be honest. Peed me off because he's been telling me all week. No, I'm going to my mate's house. We're going. His mate's having a few lads round. We're watching it, and then I'm not sure if my mate's having anyone round now. So I'll either be live, sweetheart, for it. Keep an eye out, because at some point, if I am live, I'll send a reminder out and I'll put it in the community post. But I'll definitely, 100%, I'll be live after the fight. That's a promise. It's going to be a better fight than the AJ Fury. Oh, absolutely it will be. Yeah, sorry about that. I will be. Do you know what? I don't know what to do, Charlie. I had it all rigged out tomorrow. I had my day planned out. Go work, come home, blitz this place, go food shopping, and then set my stuff up and then just watch the fight. Then he comes in tonight and tells me, not sure if I'm going with my mates now. If only Terry Marsh. Yeah, he'd be running UK boxing. I'm going to be a better fight than... Yeah, I think so. I think there's pisses all over the Fury-AJ fight. If I'm honest, Ed, I'm not interested in that anymore. I'll watch it. Of course I'll watch it, but it's a lackluster fight. These are the fights, like you said last week. That's what I want to see. And then Chuck Caballero win with the winner of Usyk, and then chuck the winner of these two in with Usyk, the winner of Usyk Cabell, and chuck Josie Park. Chuck, they're the fights I want to see. I'm pretty not interested in Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury anymore. Definitely not Dillian White and Joe Joyce and Derek Chisora. They're old guard to me. They're old guard. I want to see the new talent coming through. And sometimes these old ass heavyweights are taking up too much room, and these younger ones aren't getting the shine. Like Derek, 50 fights and retiring, then he's calling for a rematch with Wilder. Fucking nuts, man. You remember Dusty Ben lost? Yeah, dude. Ted Rogers 3-2 what? 3-2 what? I can't do it. 3-2-1. Yeah, I remember that. Dusty Ben. Yeah, that's 80s. That. Yeah. So, I have got other things, but I'm gonna save it, man. Save it for next week. Loz, did you hear Moses might be fighting mandatory winner of Wardley and Dubois? Yeah, and then I did see this. Moses might be fighting this Jalolov, whoever the fuck he is. This was by World Boxing News. Jalolov. I have heard of him. I've never seen him. But yeah, I have heard that Big Rick. He could be fighting the winner. He's the boxing world proper top, that mate. Oh, salute to you. What's that? What's proper top? Salute to you. Tell me what you mean. But yeah, but you see, I want to see young Moses. Yes, I do. At one point, I was like, does Moses deserve a shot? No, he doesn't. But if you're going to kickstart his engine, I suppose, fuck it, throw him in. I'm not one for fighters getting thrown in at an early Real Madrid. Oh, yeah, salute to you. This is an old one. This is 2000 and... I can't even remember. Is it 2012? I collect retro tops, me. It's got Ramos on the back, Sergio Ramos. But yeah, I collect retro tops. I've got loads, man. Old Inter Milan tops, Argentina tops. I prefer the old tops, me. But yeah, does Moses deserve a point? A shot? Not really, but to be fair, I'm one for watching fighters start slowly. Jaliev knocked out Richard Torres in the Olympics. Right, okay. Proper. I get you now. Proper top that, mate. Yeah, salute to you. Yeah, looks quality. Oh, salute to you, man. Let me give you a wrench. I always give everyone a wrench anyway, whether you come back or not. It's up to you. Yeah, it's a decent one. Thank you. I've got old Ajax tops. What have we got now? I did have a 99 Bayern Munich one, the one they played in the Champions League against United with Mateus, his name on the back and the number. Give it me son. It didn't fit me. AJ and Wilder have been a stain on boxing. When you think back, just fight each other when you are supposed to, but of course they never did. Wilder cherry picked a fat Fury, but that's it. Yeah, good point. You want an Aston Villa top loss? No, you're all right, mate. I tell you what, I've been to Villa's ground many years ago. I went watch City play them. I tell you, it was, I can't remember what year it was, but it was the year when they were having a lot of trouble with MG, when they were laying off a lot of workers. MG fell into trouble, didn't they? Because I can always remember the City fans were singing songs about all the workers losing their jobs. I thought it was quite tight. But it was years ago. It was when fucking Sean Wright Phillips played for us. I'm a classic Arsenal troop. Nah, Arsenal's shite, man. Yeah, looks quality. Oh, salute to you. Yeah, I've got a few tops now. Got Brazil. This an old Barcelona one with Rivaldo on the back. Got an Ajax one with Ibrahimovic on. An Inter Milan one with Ronaldo on. I had that Bayern Munich one with Mateus on the back. I give that my son. And I have got another one. I can't think what it is, but I've got another one. Oh, it's a France '98 one. 40 fans are roof. Yeah, they aren't. They just criminal. The criminal. Right, folks. Appreciate each and every one of you. I think that's it. Hopefully, I'll be live for this fight tomorrow. If not, definitely live straight after the fight. Won't fuck about. Literally, I'll have a smoke straight on computer. I really want to go live for it though, but I don't want to leave my son sat there. At the end of the day, it's not very nice. And plus, boxing memories, innit? I remember watching boxing fights with my stepdad. Ali Fraser and Foreman all fought each other. Fury, AJ, and Wilder didn't. They bottled it, being curious and only thinking about money. What a great comment. What a great comment. Loz, scarcely as Martin, secretly, sorry, as a Martin Keown. Good player. Very good player. Great player, Keown. And Tony Adams. Great player. And Ian Wright. Do you know what? One of my favourite players of all time is an Arsenal player, and that's Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. What a fucking... Probably one of the best players to ever, foreign players to ever come to the Premier League, purely because of how the guy read the game, and his skill was out of this world. And he's just probably one of the best. He's got to be up there with like the likes of Henry, Zola. There's certain players who just, Bergkamp wasn't a fast player, but man, by God, that guy was a wizard with that ball. Same with David Silva. What a great player he was. Charlie George, I don't know who that is. Dennis was amazing. Who's that? James? Yeah, Bergkamp. What a player, man. What a player. You can never remember when Holland knocked us out the qualifiers for was it the World Cup or the Euros? Can't remember. And yeah, it was the World Cup because it was France '98. I was actually in France. Was it France '98? It was USA '94. I was in France, but it was during France '98 when Argentina played Holland in the semi-final, and fucking Bergkamp scored that goal. Ball come over, chested it, brought it down with his foot in between the player, bang, straight in top corner. That was Argentina gone out of the World Cup. Fucking amazing, man. Some of the goals that guy scored, and that goal against Newcastle, that was awesome. Ian Bradley had some player too. Liam Bradley, I don't know who that is. I have a signed Bergkamp and Henry frame shirts. Quality. As painful as it is, Spurs, I admit it, Henry is great. I have to ever seen. Yeah, what a player Henry was. Awesome player, man. Awesome player. Awesome. Right, folks, I'm up out of here. It's amazing, though. Just quickly before I go, 500 goals. Bloody hell. He's obviously a good player then. It's amazing because when Henry played for Juventus, he was shite. Because he played him out of position, didn't he? And then as soon as he came to Arsenal, and Wenger played him in his right position, like how he was when he was at Monaco, he was fucking awesome. Awesome. Henry, what a player, man. Gianfranco Zola, even Dropper. Dropper was a dirty get, but what a player. He was an Irish gooner in the 70s, Brad. He left, for Juve, right, bloody hell. Right, folks, I'm up out of here. James Jameson, salute to you, man. I'll see you tomorrow at some point. James Dickinson, salute to you, my good man. The boxing world, salute to you. Ed, always a pleasure. Roy Bradley, salute my good man. Bruce Gasso, G, salute to you. Big Rick from across the pond, always a pleasure. Charlene, salute, sweetheart. Michael Johnson, salute to you. Random Don, salute to you all. If I've missed you, I've missed you. Have a good one. Oh, cheers. Thank you. Don't forget, I will be live tomorrow. Hopefully during the fight. If not, straight after, and we can chop it up. If I can't get my words out now, but if I don't see you, enjoy the fight, and I'll definitely see you tomorrow night. Peace out. Catch you very soon.